everybody. Welcome back. Another match here on Untitled Geek for you. We got a real interesting one for you today. We got Mark Camire coming off his win, his sudden death victory against Albert, an early contender for Match of the Year. Even though we've only had only 3 matches so far this year,
and 2 of them are contenders.
Yes, it's the best non-contenders match we have had all year because it's had no competition. But hey, anyways, it might be a contender at the end of the year anyway. Today he's going up against Brittany Tapley. Brittany having a really strong debut to her career here in Untitled. So now her second match is right into the fire for a spot in a number 1 contenders match. Winner of this will advance on in this title picture. Both competitors backstage, they look ready. So let's say we kick things off right now with the promos.
Let's go.
So I'm super excited to be back here in Geek Singles. Me and my former partner Eli had a really successful run in the teams tournament. We came like this close to having a number 1 contenders match. So hopefully today I'll be successful. But Mark, he's a great veteran player. He had a hell of a match against Albert. And also with the new categories in play here, I think it's anyone's game. So I'm just going to do what I do, and hopefully I'll come out successful. And best of luck to you, Mark.
Wow. Okay, I'm not going to say that this is not something I was hoping to expect down the road. I mean, you going for the championship, obviously 100%. You are a top contender. Just the person you're going up against gives me a lot of mixed feelings.
Oh, I understand, and which makes it so much all the more bittersweet that you're here. It's definitely sweet that you're here backing me up, but I know for you it must be just a tad bit bitter, and that's okay. What is done is done. The past is gone, but you're focused on the future, and the future is one of us is going to come out of this thing going into the title picture. Like I've not done this in Untitled. So this will be my first foray into it, and I don't know how many more matches like this I'm going to have in my trivia career, so to speak. I don't know, because the competition is fierce. It gets fierce and fierce more and more every single year, and I'm no spring chicken. I got things to do, and sometimes trivia just has to take a back seat. But today I'm giving it all my go, everything I've got, because I want to get into the title picture. Dare I say it? I want to be Untitled champion, and I can have I can think of no one better to have my back today than the Mr. House of Pain himself. So Ryan, thank you for being here. Thank you for putting personal feelings aside, however they may feel, because today is all about me going forward, me going for the title. Let's do this now.
It's all about you.
All right, David. Those were some promos. Very different promos. Of course, Brittany being the cordial, courteous person she always is. It's that same attitude that's gotten her so far so far in her career in both Geek and fandom over there in Multiplex. Camire, he's ready. He's got a fire in his belly. He's got Ryan at his side. I think we're in for a good one.
Yeah, I haven't seen Mark this pumped for a match in a while, and I think he really smells the title near, and he really wants it. Well, there are a few people in this call, actually, 1, 2, 3 people in this call that kind of want to avoid that. But so let's see how it goes, but I am expecting a great match from these two.
Yeah, that belt has a real pungent odor to it.
Yep.
Anyway, let's get right into it. Introducing first, with a record of 1 win, no defeats, and 1 TKO, she is Brittany Tapley. And her opponent, with a record of 2 wins, 1 defeat, and 1 knockout, Mark Camire. Didn't want to add you to stream it first, but it added you the second time. All right, guys, round 1 works like this. You know how it works. 10 questions, 10 different geek categories, each worth a point apiece. If you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, you get nothing. If you were to get all 10 questions correct, you will get a bonus 11th question for you to gain an extra point. All of you have 3 repeats and the use of a challenge throughout the match. Are there any questions before we get into round number 1?
Nope.
All right, I'll kick you guys off with your first question. In everyone's favorite category, Sci-Fi Killers. Who plays Jonathan Clemens, the doctor inside the prison facility in Alien 3?
I have a lot of mixed feelings about this one. It's ugly. I think the word that.
I hear that the extent the director's cut is like 45 more minutes of this, and
Oh my.
that's one director's cut I want no part of.
That's the one I watched by
Jesus.
mistake.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Mark.
I forgot this movie exists. So I said Dennis Hopper.
And Brittany.
Charles Dance.
Charles Dance is correct. Brittany strikes first blood.
Right, guys, your second question comes in the category of Star Trek. In Star Trek 09, which member of the Enterprise crew is promoted during the battle above Vulcan due to their superior dying? Okay, repeat. Sorry. In Star Trek 09, which member of the Enterprise crew is promoted during the battle above Vulcan due to their superior dying? He put a comma where it shouldn't have been.
Yes. Well, I wasn't the best at English, even though I did take 2 AP classes before we're going to college.
I said a comma. I said a comma.
Oh, you added the comma. Oh, I thought you added me. I'm like, oh, that's why I'm like, oh, okay. Then yes, I'm awesome at English. It's my best subject.
Yeah, me too.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Brittany.
Oh, with Bones.
And Mark.
Oh, shoot. I said Sulu.
Bones is correct. We'll move on to your third question, which is in the category of the Wizarding World. How many Wizarding World films feature the character of Bill Weasley? Good old Bill.
Yeah.
The oldest in his family, much like myself.
Huh. Which is, it's weird because I think in the books it has a lot more prominence than even Charlie. Which it's in
Charlie always struck me as like the super cool laid back dude, whereas Bill was like a little bit more of the leadership figure.
Yeah, I really like his character.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Mark.
2.
And Brittany.
2.
Both correct.
All right, your next question comes in the category of quotes. Finish the quote from Joker in 1999's Batman. I've been dead once before. It's very liberating. If you think of his Finish the quote from Joker in 1989's Batman. I have been dead once before. It's very liberating if you think of it as blank. One word. Can't speak today.
Yeah. I'm working 5-6 days a week where my main job is talking to people on my days off like this one. I kind of forget how to do that.
I even added a swear word in Spanish, like just flowed.
Oh, we're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Brittany.
Yeah, it's the end of my perfect round. I just put resurrection.
And Mark.
Therapy.
Therapy is correct. So no perfect rounds today. Mark cuts into that lead, but Brittany still has the lead, 3-2. All right, we'll move on to your next question in the category of MCU. In Iron Man 2, what possession of Ivan's does he request from Justin Hammer when the two first meet?
Well, opinion, 3 or 2. Which one is worse?
Worse? I mean, I like them both a lot, but I like 2 just a little bit less because I think it probably has one of the worst villains in the MCU, if not the worst.
I think hearing that you like both is a very weird thing to hear these days amongst MCU fans. But,
I mean, they're not bad movies. 5, 4, 3.
They're not that world, aren't they?
1. Pens down. We'll go to Mark.
It's better now after Endgame. He wants his bird.
And Brittany.
His bird.
I want my bird. Correct. None of you said it in the traditional Russian, so no 5-point bonus for you.
The next category is Star Wars. In which Star Wars film does Newt Gunray die?
You a big New Gunray fan?
No. I think it was a fine henchman villain, like the cowardly type. You have to have those, right? Like Alfred, Wormtongue, Peter Pettigrew. I think he was a fine addition to like.
Yeah, he knows what role he has to play, and he does it well.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Brittany.
Anakin kills him in Revenge of the Sith.
And Mark?
Revenge of the Sith.
Both correct. Brittany maintaining that 1 point advantage. Well, next question. In DC, in Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, what do Lex and Lenny steal from the museum that allows them to create Nuclear Man?
I really liked this movie as a kid.
Oh, wow. Kid David must have been rogue, but must have been a real interesting character if you liked that.
I also really liked Batman and Robin.
See, I can forgive that a little bit more because Batman and Robin actually has some level of camp to it. Like, you can laugh at Schwarzenegger and you can laugh at Clooney.
To be fair, it was the only Superman movie I could get my hands on as a kid. So
to be fair,
that's fair, but also sad. 5,
yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mark.
A strand of Superman's hair.
And Brittany.
A strand of Superman's hair.
Both correct.
All right. Your next question comes in the category of Middle Earth. In Fellowship of the Ring, which kind of creature rescues Gandalf from Saruman's tower? Have you ever been kept in somewhere against your will? And don't say the lockup.
Well, if you count school as an institution,
I mean, it is an institution.
I spent 16 very hard years locked up in an educational institution.
Fair.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Brittany.
With the eagle.
Mark.
Eagle.
Yes, the Eagles are coming. The Eagles are coming. Your penultimate question. Don't, David, don't. The penultimate question in the category of Worlds of DC. Who played Blackguard, the member of the squad who betrays the group on the beach in The Suicide Squad?
Okay, don't what?
I thought you were laughing at my Eagle quote.
No. I actually wasn't.
I hang out with Spence so much, and they always laugh at those things when they're not meant to be jokes. So
right.
And I can see Alex holding his tongue because he knows that is exactly what the case is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Mark.
Pete Davidson.
And Brittany.
Pete Davidson.
The man who's stealing all my women. That is correct.
And your last question comes in the category that it hadn't shown its ugly face yet. It's mixed bag. Which mixed bag film features superheroes named Void, Crashhauser, and Reflux?
Crush Hour. Sorry.
Crush Hour. Right, there isn't an S there.
Yes.
Yeah, been through a lot today.
Yeah, it's been quite the day for you.
I mean, those supermarket shoes offer. I mean.
Oh, we're gonna go 5,
Exciting.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brittany.
With the Incredibles 2.
And Mark.
Shoot. Big Hero 6.
Incredibles 2 is correct, but that was a good guess. So at the end of round number one, Brittany is able to open up that 2-point advantage with that last question. She has 9 to Mark's 7. Is that what you have, David? So at the end of round number one, I have Brittany with 9 and Mark at 7. All right, so we get into round number two. Round two works like this. There were 3 categories. Randomized for you guys. A player in the lead will choose if they want to pick their category first. For each category, we'll have 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. But they can choose to trim it down to multiple choice for 1 point. Guys, you've done this before, but just as a reminder, be careful. There is stealing. Watch your back. So there are no further questions. We will get into round number 2. Okay. So your categories today that were randomized are Middle Earth, Star Trek, and Sci-Fi Killers. So Brittany, you are in the lead. Do you want to choose your category first or second?
I'll choose first.
Okay, and which category would you like between Middle Earth, Star Trek, and Sci-Fi Killers?
I'll take Star Trek.
Okay, Brittany wants Star Trek, and Mark between Middle Earth and Sci-Fi Killers.
Let's bring Ryan.
Oh, yes, Ryan needs to be brought in.
So,
I mean, it's I don't know who's beeping. I guess that's you beeping, Ryan. I don't know.
no, it's
No, I
that's
was
David.
muted, so it definitely not me. But
Nice.
no, but honestly, Mark, don't worry about the lead. I mean, it's a close game, so honestly, anything can happen in this round. You've kept it very close to where you can either win, you can catch up, or anything can happen. But still, between the two of them, you think you have you can hit a bullseye on for every question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about either category, so we'll do Middle Earth.
All right, Middle Earth it is. We probably could have predicted that because Sci-Fi Killers. No one, not many people were happy about that when we introduced it. But hey, it's exciting, so we'll save that for round 3. So Brittany, you are in the lead. Do you want to go first or second?
We'll go second.
All right. So, David, do you want to go ahead and give Mark his questions in Star Trek?
in Middle Earth.
Yep, Middle Earth. Right.
I can do that. All right, Mark, are you ready for your questions in Middle Earth?
Sure.
Great. Which character in the Hobbit trilogy is referred to by Smaug as Bowman?
Bard.
That's correct for 2 points. Your second question. In An Unexpected Journey, what is the only detail Bilbo can remember about Gandalf from his childhood when talking with him at the start of the film?
For safety, let me do multiple choice real quick.
Multiple choices are A, his beard, B, his fireworks, C, his grey robes, or D, his pointy hat.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Fireworks.
Fireworks is correct for 1 point. I am not going to comment on the other assessment.
It's it's cool. It's fine.
In The Fellowship of the Ring, who is the second member of the Fellowship who agrees to join Frodo on his quest?
The second member is Aragorn.
That's correct for 2 points. In Desolation of Smaug, Bilbo climbs the trees in Mirkwood in order to see what?
In order to see the Misty Mountain.
That is incorrect. We are going to go to Brittany for a 2-point steal.
See the way out of the forest?
That's also incorrect. The answer we had is the sun.
Everyone loves the sun.
Okay. Yeah.
And your last question. What kind of creature is Smeagol holding in his hand when we first see him in Return of the King?
Well, I mean, it's it's a grub bait, but I guess specifically it's a little worm.
That's correct for 2 points.
We would have taken either, but yes, that's correct.
Okay.
All right, I have Mark with 14.
Yep, that's what I have.
All right, so Brittany, you chose Star Trek. I will be giving you your questions in Star Trek. In the motion picture, Chekhov injures what part of his body when the Enterprise is first attacked by the mysterious cloud?
His hand?
That is correct for 2 points. In Star Trek Insurrection, how does Aneej save Captain Picard from falling rocks?
I'm going to go multiple to be safe.
Okay. Is it A, pushes him away, B, stops time, C, fires a phaser, or D, pulls the rock towards her?
I'll get a repeat of the just the options.
Options, okay. Is it A, pushes him away, B, stops time, C, fires a phaser, or D, pulls the rocks towards her?
A?
A is incorrect. Chance for 1 point steal. Is it A, pushes him away, B, stops time, C, fires a phaser, or D, pulls the rock towards her?
I'll say stops time.
That is correct for 1 point steal.
Oh.
All right. Your third question. At the start of the final frontier, the man Cybok approaches on Nimbus 3 is doing what?
Yeah, I'll have to go multiple again.
Okay. Is it A, digging holes, B, drawing a map, C, drinking with his friends, or D, building a fire?
A.
A is correct for 1 point.
She went for 2.
You answered so quickly, I didn't even have time to drink my water.
Oh.
Your fourth question. In Star Trek Generations, Dr. Soren refers to El-Orians as a race of what?
Man, I'm really blanking on Star Trek today. I'll go multiple again.
Okay. Is it A, champions, B, listeners, C, prophets, or D, scholars?
You know what? I'm going to take a full repeat.
Okay, put these first. In Star Trek Generations, Dr. Soren refers to El-Orians as a race of what? Is it A, champions, B, listeners, C, prophets, or D, scholars?
Between 2. Listeners?
That is correct for 1 point.
Okay.
And your final question. And in Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home, while repairing the Klingon vessel at the start of the film, what does Scotty say is the hard part?
Jeez. I'm sure it's really easy, but I'll just go multiple again. Jeez.
Is it A, working with Vulcans, B, reading Klingon, C, lifting Klingon metals, or D, breathing exhaust from the ship?
Reading Klingon?
1 more point. That is correct.
All right. Well, made my way.
So at the end of round number 2, I have Mark in the lead, 15 to Brittany's 14. Is that what you have, David?
Yep, that's what I have.
All right, so we'll go right into round number 3. Round 3 works like this. You all picked the other 2 categories that were randomized. So now we go to our third category, Sci-Fi Killers, for round number 3. And Mark, since you are now in the lead, would you like set 1 or would you like set 2?
Set 2.
Okay. Mark will be getting set 2. Brittany set 1. David, why don't you go ahead and give Brittany her questions in set number 1.
Right, Brittany, you're going to get a 2-pointer now. You ready?
Yep.
To take the lead. Yeah. Who plays John Connor in Terminator 2 Judgment Day?
Edward Furlong.
That's correct for 2 points.
And the lead.
Bounce back to Mark now.
All right, Mark, you will get your 2-pointer in set number 2. Who plays Dylan in 1987's Predator?
Carl Weathers.
That is correct for 2 points. Taking that lead right back.
All right, Brittany. Your 3-pointer. At the end of Alien vs. Predator, what kind of weapon is Lex given by the other Predators as a thank you for assisting the Predators in Antarctica? Five, 4.
Blaster?
That's incorrect. We're looking for a spear.
God damn it.
All right, so it has come down to this. Brittany, you have to hit your 5 to send it back to Mark. Otherwise, Mark will be moving on to a number 1 contender match. In Predator 2, when Harrigan is visiting Danny's grave, what possession of Danny's does Harrigan spot hanging from a tree? You have 2 repeats remaining.
I'm just going to go for it. I'm not sure. His bracelet?
And your winner, advancing to a number 1 contenders match, Mark Camire. The answer was a necklace. It was his necklace. It was his necklace.
Oh, that was a
So what a match. What a match. Sci-Fi Killers making the first, I should say, real mark on this season here. But yeah, David, what a match. Back
Yeah,
and
it
forth
was
we went.
all the
Brittany
time, yeah.
Then Mark in round 2, and just came down to Sci-Fi Killers in round 3. So we'll get right into the post-match, starting with our unfortunate second place finisher today, Brittany. Look, Brittany, you put up 9 in round 1, so you've already solidified yourself as one of the most well-rounded players in this league. You got tripped up on Star Trek just a little bit, but you made some good calls with multiple choice. And then Sci-Fi Killers, it's unfortunately you had to be the first victim in that category. So what are you feeling right now?
I'm a little upset with how I did in Star Trek. Obviously, usually I consider that a strength. I think just the questions tripped me up, but I made my way through it. So yeah, I was between spear. I almost said spear, and I almost said necklace, and I zigged instead of zagged. It happens. But I'm really happy for Mark. Like he said, he's been playing this for a while, and I think he really deserves it. And I know I'll have another chance down the line.
Well, speaking of another chances, we are going to. The free for all is right around the corner, and you are famous to do well in those. So, do you have high hopes for the free for all?
I mean, yeah. Obviously, if I get an early number, it'll be because there's so many good players there. So,
but get an early number, you could fight for MVP.
Oh, yeah, this is true. Okay. Yeah, no, I feel good about, I've done really well those in the past. I think the fact that I have, a pretty broad knowledge will definitely help me. So, yeah, hopefully I can do well in that. Yeah.
And I can officially confirm that I will not be in the free-for-all, so you have a clear path to victory, Brittany.
Yeah. Only
Me neither. I won't be in the free for all either. So
yes,
yeah.
David and I will not be in the free for all, so you don't have to worry about either of us. You just have to worry about everybody else. But I would honestly put you as one of the favorites to win the free for all and or MVP. You have you won't play 2 matches, but you've shown that you have the studying capability and you have the knowledge base big enough to win an event of this size. So unfortunately, it didn't go your way today, but we will definitely be seeing you back here in singles this season. And in teams as well with your new partner, Tyler Birch. So stick around for more from Brittany Tapley this season. Right now, we'll go to your winner today, Mr. Mark Camire, and his manager, Mr. Ryan Payne. Guys, look, Mark, you were down a little bit in round one, but you were able to kind of keep that gap from getting bigger. You played it smart in Middle Earth, and then you were able to get that steal and Trek, and then Sci-Fi Killers just kind of finished the job for you.
Yeah. I'm still a little bit peeved at myself for not knowing, for not getting the 2 points for that fireworks answer, because that's so dumb. It's so dumb. But anyway, it's fine. It's fine. We got it. But
It's all right, man. But you got the point. Even if you had to check number point, you had the point.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, you were close. All it mattered was just how you were going to do in round two, and look what you did. You stayed in the pocket. Yeah, that 2-pointer is one thing, but Brittany didn't get it too, and that definitely proved to be a big factor.
That's what saved me, I think, is her not getting the steal, and then look, those Star Trek questions were awful. Like, I'm so glad I didn't choose Star. No, I mean, and I don't mean awful as in like, oh, poorly written question. No, I mean awful as in, oh my God, I don't want those questions. They're hard. Those are
as someone from experience who has had Star Trek questions in and until match. Yes.
Look, I get it. I get it. And I want to, let me just take this opportunity to just say, like Brittany's a badass. Okay. Like I've seen what she can do in trivia. You all know what she can do in trivia. She's absolutely great. We all have rough days. Those questions were hard. So I feel for her absolutely, but I cannot wait to one day play her again, because I'm sure it is on the horizon, no matter where we are, but most definitely probably here. But I had a goal. I had an agenda. It was rough, but I got there. So victory.
Well, speaking of that agenda, it's going to be a little weird now. So
tell me the weirdness. Tell me about the weirdness, David.
So you are going to be playing the winner of Jay Burns, which is your Necronomicon partner, or this man right here, Ryan Payne. Thoughts on that? Which one you prefer?
So you're telling me the next guy I have to face off, whoever wins that match, gets to play you for the title?
No.
We have to. I believe what he's saying is that if the winner between myself and Jay, we play you for an opportunity to get towards a normal contendership match.
Yeah. So basically, either you, Ryan, or Jay is standing in my way. I smell a conspiracy, because what's happening here? You're gonna pit me up against my own partner, my ride or die, and then Ryan Payne, who took so much time out of his day to support me in this against a former teammate. Like, what's happening here? What's happening? Look, all I have to say is it's going to be entertaining regardless of who the winner is. I am looking forward to their match, not just because I have stake in it, but just because Ryan and Jay, what do you want? You want entertainment? You want to be fully invested? You're going to see a good match between the two of them. And then whoever comes out on top of that, I'll be ready for you.
Yeah. So Plus side is, at least between myself and Jay, at least we know we're going to face a damn good competitor out of Mark. Downside is like, it's the freaking conspiracy. If I had been listening to so many true crime podcasts, I think someone's trying to set a murder to Club Dread. But you know what? That's fine. It's completely fine, because no matter what, we have a 1 in 3 chances of going to the title.
That's true. And since I can't go up against the guy who I originally set out for, David,
sorry,
I'm coming for you. You're on the list, buddy.
Yeah, I'm getting used to that. It's actually fun. I'm getting used to it. Okay, we are going to congratulations. We will be talking to you in your next match.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So we just probably the most American moment we've ever had on the show. A man from Tennessee talking about how there's a conspiracy to bring him and only him down. Yeah. But hey, you know what? Nevertheless, this was a very entertaining match. I think if this match and Mark's previous match are any any indication, not just Camire in general, but singles in general this year is going to be a ton of just back and forth competitions, and it may just come down to whoever's answering questions last. And to me, I think those are the best. Those are the best kinds of matches. But yeah, today was absolutely incredible.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I'm personally invested in all this title picture thing, and all these competitors have been.
You have to be as the champion.
I know. So that's the thing. What I'm seeing so far is all these people are worthy challengers. That everybody that's left in this, Robert, Mark, and Robert, Mark, Ryan, and Jay, they are all worthy. So yeah, I cannot wait to see those matches, and I cannot wait to play the winner because it's going to be fun.
I was so preppy. But that's going to end it for us today at Also Geek. Thank you for everyone involved. Thank you to Mark. Thank you to Ryan for managing. Thank you to Brittany. Thank you to David and Alex behind the scenes for everything they do. Thank you to Joe for helping write. Thank you to everybody. Please check out the Facebook page and the YouTube page for all of our other matches. And stay tuned. We got a lot of really neat stuff coming at you over these next few months. But once again, thank you all. And as always, stay cool.